Hey everyone, this week has been a absolute shut-in for obvious reasons. This is actually the first time I'm leaving the house in over 7 days. Although the YouTube algorithm overlords do not want us talking about it, so I'm actually going to talk about a book that I've started to read instead because it has been quite an uneventful week. Wow, that guy is flying. Jeez. That's it's one of the advantages of what's going on. It's very, very peaceful and quiet in here. There's no traffic. So anyway, I digress. What I wanted to share with you today, so let's try that again. So what I wanted to share with you today was the importance of having a why. And this comes out of, I'm starting to read Simon Sinek's new book, The Infinite Game. I can't say I recommend it yet because I've only read a couple chapters, but I will say if you haven't read or at least seen his first TED Talk, the book really isn't going to make a whole lot of sense. So definitely watch that 20-minute TED Talk. I'll link to it in the description because it's going to be a large part of what I'm talking about in this video. But essentially what I wanted to really harp on is the importance of having an actual purpose for the business that you're building. I think there's a lot of confusion in the world of entrepreneurship where people start businesses because they want to make more money. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. This is really not working. The problem is when you're focused on just making money, you're not going to be able to muster the push energy necessary in order to be successful and succeed. Okay, so this street is normally super quiet. Okay, so that didn't work out exactly as I'd planned. So I'm up here at the one of the rooftop terraces at the place I'm staying here in BGC, Manila, just enjoying the view. And of course, there's not too many people around, which is, from what I understand, good for all of our healths. So I'm going to go ahead, sorry, I'm talking over myself. So I'm going to go ahead and share 3 separate things with you. Number 1, why I think having a business purpose is so important. Number 2, what my business purpose is. And then number 3, I completely spaced on what number 3 is. Sometimes I do that, but we'll just go through and we'll figure out together what the heck number 3 was. Or maybe it was number 2 and I gave away number 3. Anyway, I digress. So currently I'm reading a book called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. I'll link up to his original TED Talk that made him famous. This golden circle concept where businesses succeed because of their why, not necessarily because their products or services are infinitely better than everyone else's. And I really like this concept because a previous vlog I talked about push and pull energy, where pull energy is where you are working on your business and the energy seems to just build on itself and pull you forward. Then the other type of energy that most of us have to deal with, which is push energy, where you're kind of grinding your teeth and you're trying to push everything out the door. And so since having pull energy is better for everyone, I thought I'd share one of the best sources for that pull energy, and that is having an actual business purpose. Because I strongly believe that entrepreneurship and building a business is about serving other people and bringing a vision to life. You have a vision, you have an idea, and you're looking to bring what's in here out into the world and have it change people's lives for the better. That's pretty much how I view it, and that's how I hopefully think other business owners who enjoy my content think about it. And so apparently even up here I have to deal with construction noise. There's construction that way, there's construction that way, and there's construction a block that way. So there's just construction everywhere. Let's go ahead and look at my why, and then I'll explain the principle. So my original why was every individual has the capacity to control his or her financial future. I used to work as an investment advisor, and my company was called the Wealth Titans, and long story short, I made quite a bit of money trading stocks in college. It helped pay for my student loans, and I wanted to share that experience and those skills with other people because I thought it would be a really great way to help others be closer to financial autonomy. I'm not like one of those high school or college whiz kids who graduated with $500,000 in his trading account. Like that wasn't me, but it was enough money to pay for all of my student loans. So I thought it was valuable information. And following the usual story of someone who's trying to start a business, it ultimately failed 3 years. After 3 years, the marketing completely fell apart, and it turned out that I was just following really really stupid get-rich-quick marketing advice. And so I looked at that experience and realized, among other things with the actual products and services I was trying to sell, wasn't a good market fit. And that's where I switched over to marketing, because by the end of it, I had just as much trading experience as I did marketing experience, which was kind of sad if you think about it. Like, a registered investment advisor actually wound up spending more time on the marketing than I could on actually trading for my clients, although I digress. So my new why is now, I believe every honest, hardworking entrepreneur deserves to enjoy a full-time income from their business. And so this is just a very clear and succinct, this is why I do what I do. And I think that when you watch the TED Talk, definitely spend the 30 minutes to maybe a month to figure out what exactly your why is, because this one little sentence is the reason that I'm able to continue to push through, because I have a clear vision of what I believe, and I have a clear vision of what I want to bring to life into the world. And if you're out to, and those people, I'm not going to single you out because I know you're still watching, so I know this isn't you, but there are a lot of entrepreneurs who start a business because they just want to make a bunch of money. They want the stuff, they want the lifestyle. And if for those people that want that, well, there's plenty of people who have actual jobs who have the lifestyle and have the stuff. So entrepreneurship isn't the only path to that. In fact, it's a harder path to that. And then there are other people who want the flexibility and just making money. Well, you know, if you have a $250K to $500K trading account, I know that's a lot of money, but just bear with me. If you have that much money, you could be completely financially free selling options. So if you have that much money and you don't want to build a business anymore, just go to tastytrade.com. They'll teach you how to sell options and you'll be good to go. You'll work like 20 or 30 minutes a day and position your trades, and you'll be good to go. I did a couple $100s a month with a 5K trading account. So the skill set of just making money in a couple hours a day is out there, but I don't think it lies in building a business. I think building a business is really about having something that's in here that you want to bring into the world. You see a problem, you see people suffering, just like I don't want you to suffer those 3.5 years I went through trying to market my services as a registered investment advisor. By the way, I've gave up that license, so I don't have to worry about my stock trading advice anymore. Not that I give it, but that experience was so arduous, so frustrating, that's what gave birth to my why. And if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have the why I have today. So sometimes it's our experiences that bring that out. And so that was something that really stood out to me while I was reading Simon Sinek's new book, The Infinite Game. And I'm not sure if I recommend the book yet. I've only read a couple chapters, but I definitely recommend the TED Talk, because all of his stuff will make sense if you've seen his TED Talk. Now, the second circle he has is the how. And this talks about a little more specifics on how you're going to bring your vision into the world, or how you're actually going to serve other people. And so my how is I will relentlessly document the process of what it takes to turn a passion and skill into a full-time business. And so hopefully you find these vlogs very document-oriented. Hopefully you find my content sometimes a little too OCD. But for me, I just want to help as many people as possible not go through those 3.5 years I went through. Actually have a video that goes through every single excruciating detail of how to actually get that landing page up and working, or how to actually choose the right software and say, hey, by the way, if you pay for this software, even though it's hundreds of dollars a month, you're still going to have to do X, Y, Z. Just those little things, I think, are going to save a lot of people those headache. And I'm going to speed up here because I can see the time. And finally, we have the what. And this is the actual physical deliverable that you bring into the world. And my what is I will lift others to financial autonomy by posting free YouTube videos weekly, selling my digital marketing skills as a service to business owners. I've done those first two things, crafting streamlined courses. I am about to do that thing, and I'm going to skip here to the end, and then ultimately develop software to lawyer to lawyer. Let's forget about lawyers. Okay, that's not the fun part of entrepreneurship. To lower the barrier to entry. Obviously, I'm nowhere near the software portion, but I've at least started to been doing the first two things, which is offering our marketing services to business owners and creating these free YouTube videos. And so I really encourage you to go through this, because if you're looking for a way to keep yourself motivated, keep yourself on track, coming up with your why, your how, and your what is not only going to help you from a project management perspective, because you're going to be very clear on what you should do and what you shouldn't do, because saying no to opportunities is a lot easier when you have a clear path and vision for what you want. But it's also going to help you with your energy, keeping your energy up, and that late night or those days where you wake up and you go, I have how many sales calls? You just look. It's not like you look at this and you become Superman or anything. It's nothing like, or Superwoman. It's nothing like that. But it is something that in the back of your mind and your subconscious really is going to make a difference. So I highly recommend going through it. I'll link up to the golden circle concept in the description. So thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope you got some value out of this video. And I know I completely ranted off. I had 3 things written down, but sometimes I just do this. I just keep talking, and hopefully you find it a little more genuine and not too annoying when I go off script. So until the next, find your why and keep building the business you love.